I'm a founder of National Mental Health Institute. It's based in Haridwar, Uttarakhand. I'm a certified dermatographic expert, a certified registered counselor under Council of India, an honorary member of Section Society since 2020, registered under Ministry of Skill and Employment as a counselor, certified NLP, CBT, career coach, and family expert. I have done my master's and graduation both in home science guidance and counseling, and postgraduate diploma in family therapy and master's in clinical psychology. I'm here on behalf of Section Society in collaboration with Uttan organization for today's workshop. Oh, ma'am,
What happened?
sorry, there was a connection glitch. So today we are here all gathered for national workshop on challenges and opportunities of artificial intelligence in CS multimedia data science in 21st century, organized by Uttan Foundation Delhi in collaboration with Department of Computer Science Hindu College, Gungatur, Andhra Pradesh. So on behalf of our organizer, I would like to welcome Mr. Utkarsh, founder and president of Uttan Foundation, New Delhi. Sir has an educational background of B Pharma, M Pharma, MBA, Net qualified, and 18 plus experience in the field of marketing and sales. Sir has a vast vision on skill management, sales, business development across various sectors, mainly in biotechnology, pharma, diagnostic, mental equipment, hospitals, pharmacies, IT, FMCG, and open to advisory role in a new organization. I would like to welcome Utkarsh sir. Please, sir, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
This event is a very
Event is a
timely
very
event
timely event
that
that
focuses
focuses
on
on
the challenges that all the people, especially those who are in the IT industry, are going to face. Uh, I understand that like artificial intelligence, no doubt, it has done a lot of help for all of us, but still, the problem is that. If we speak about artificial intelligence, it is doing so many jobs easy for the common people. But on the other hand, it has got its own flip side too. It has got the computer science professionals and IT professionals thinking, and there are so many things involved into it. Many times people feel that there are their jobs are into we can say uh, on the brink they are brink on the brink of losing jobs. There are so many difficult things that artificial intelligence is doing on behalf of the people, and it is making things very easy. So that is the flip side which people are more focused towards. Now let us come to artificial intelligence artificial intelligence is going to help all the people. So in this today's session, we will discuss all these things. So I would like to welcome uh, all the dignitaries from Hindu College, Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, especially Dr. Rao, the director, Mrs. Lakshmi, HOD for Home Science, Mrs. Srisha Shetty, HOD for Computer Science, and our speakers, Mrs. Sangeeta, who happens to be personality development trainer, freelancer for children, adults, and early adults, as well as our co-speaker, Dr. S. Rajakumar, who is MSc in botany, psychology, MEd, MPhil, and he has a SET-NET. He has qualified SET-NET, and he is currently assistant professor of education at Tiragara's College of Perceptors in Tamil Nadu. So I welcome all of you, and I would like to, we can say, welcome all of you people, and let us see how how artificial intelligence helps each and everybody of us. And we should not take it as a challenge, but we should always take it as an opportunity so that we can grow in our career. किसको invite करना है?
और तो नागेश्वरी को भी वेलकम कर दूं एक बार.
Uh, and I also welcome our host, who Mrs. Nageshwari, who is also the backbone of this program, who happens to coordinate each and every activities. So last but not the least, welcome to Nageshwari Singh ma'am,
Over कर.
and over to Nageshwari ma'am now.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a vast introduction. I would like to welcome Dr. Shilpi Chauhan as well. She is the main leader for this program along with Kash sir. So Dr. Shilpi Chauhan is the founder president of Saksham Society. She is an ambassador of child abuse appointed by LinkedIn, founder of president of Saksham Society, winner of Global Pride Award, Atal Award, International Lady Lady Award, and many more in the row. She has published more than 55 research papers, articles on social issues at national and international level. She has published 14 books on education, health, environment, and women empowerment, which are available on Amazon Kindle store. She has 10 years of experience in social work. Currently, she has been running her own NGO, a company of sanitary pad named Spot Free, which is doing work for women empowerment. She has been invited in many institutes as guest, motivational speaker, counselor to deliver a session among student accommodation. In Corona time, she has made a world record of organization 750 programs related to awareness in 90 days at national and international level. Ma'am, I would like to hand the mic to you for a few words of enlightenment.
Thank you, Nageshwari, for such a nice and wonderful introduction.
Shilpi ma'am,
And
are you present? Okay. We will connect with the ma'am sooner or later during the program.
hello,
Hello,
am I
yeah, am I
audible?
audible? Yes, ma'am, your voice is echoing.
Okay, now am I audible? Okay, so thank you so much, Nageshwari, for such a nice, wonderful introduction. And I congratulations to all the Than team for such a organizing this national level program, and also thanks for Hindu College and entire team from Hindu, and also thankful to all the students who are taking benefits from the NGOs and for such kind of things. And I don't want to take too much time. Please continue, and thank you once again.
uh, Masters in Counseling Psychotherapy from IBMS 16 Chittor, Diploma in Counseling and Life Skill from Samadhan 2014, Bachelor's in Engineering from BEECC from KM College of Engineering. Ma'am has a field of working as a counselor in from GC, and she has achieved awards like Life Skill for topic all about our own thoughts from Sri Ganesh School of Business Management, Salem. Excellent award from Life Skill Counseling from Samadhan. Certificate in ways to schizophrenic patients from Sri Ganesh School of Business Management, Salem. Behavioral Intervention of Autism Spectrum Disorder in Children and Adolescents from Niham Center of Wellbeing, Bangalore. Ma'am has work experience of 10 plus years in psychotherapy, counseling, diagnostic, and giving therapeutic solution to mental ill clients, patients, as well as those who come to attend her session for confidence building and improvement of self-esteem. Ma'am has achievements like national athlete and has represented state of Tamil Nadu and South India, won many prizes in music, dance, drawing, and painting. She has served and certified from National Social Scheme during her college days, voluntarily helped many people out of problem in stress, grief, both physical and mental challenges, including kids. Ma'am is present here, ma'am. Sangeeta Vasudevan, ma'am.
Yes. Hello.
We are honored to have you on board today, and we are eager to listen to you and enlighten us our mind from your all the knowledge you are about to share. On behalf of our organizer and our Utthan organization, please, I would like to welcome you to say all you are about to say about the artificial intelligence and all. Over to you, ma'am.
Oh, sure. Thank you all. First of all, I would like to thank the founder, sir, respected and honorable sir, all the dignitaries, faculty members, staff, students, patients, listeners. Thank you for giving me the opportunity and privilege to talk about this topic. The topic is very thrilling, adventurous, exploring.
Sorry for interrupting.
So the very topic itself is AI, that is artificial intelligence.
Sorry for interruption. If it is possible for you, can you please turn on your camera so that everybody can see you?
Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Okay, sir. And I would also like to share the slide whenever it's possible. If not, if the system gets hang up, then I can send the PowerPoint presentation to the college mail ID so that it could be shared to the students. Is it possible? Can I know? Okay. So the first is AI. What is AI? What is artificial intelligence? So if you ask a child, how do you grow, or whom do you want to become in future, or how do you want to grow, the child would say, I want to become like my role model, or like my father, or my mom, or my teacher, or even my sibling, whoever the child is impressed. And it depends upon its growth, its passion, its interest, its area of liking in future. How it grows, it depends. And as and when the child develops, all the human will have only certain stages. For a man, 4 stages, and for the women, 8 stages. Right from child, boy, adolescent, and the 8 stages for women, it is an exception. Now, the growth is always a mandatory process, as well as the growth is standard fixed. And certain child will have a delay in the growth. That depends upon the child's development. And again, it's willing to grow. Also, the intention, the mindset is very important. Now, why am I telling all these things? When it comes to A, you don't have the hereditary or the genetic code, the genes or the genetic code, the RNA, the DNA molecules. So you don't have the simulations or even the simulations of a biological science. How the body parts, it can't be as it is. It can't be as it is duplicated. It's very difficult for the robotic child or the first A child or even the A. They were already done with the entity A boy girl and the A girl child. Sorry, boy child and the girl child. So it's very difficult to have the exact duplicate or the replica of the model, the original model. If I am there, it is very difficult to make me as the gene code, everything. It is very difficult to implement into it. So that part is different. So we don't know how the A originated because it was a very exciting and it was a very thrilling history. Exact, we don't know because everyone would have mainly started with the philosophers that I will cover up in the third slide. Mainly, it all started with the philosophers who wants to think about the research, how the mind works, how it can be, how we can process it, and how we can go ahead in future. So they were all thinking, and it all started and originated. So we never knew how the A would be in future. That is very important. We never knew if we invent a boy or a girl, we never knew whether the girl will pounce or gallop in its growth or development. We never knew about it. Whether it's going to totally replace human or it is going to make slave. It is that is of sure. It is going to make us slave. Nowadays, we are giving employment opportunity to another candidate, or like if for example, if you take a company, definitely the candidates will walk in or they will apply for online job and they will attend the interview. The interviewer might ask all the questions, mandatory, which is all compulsory for the interview. That is of sure, obvious. And the candidate would answer, and the answer depends upon the interviewer's choice also, correct? The interviewer must like it, the phrases, the exact phrases and everything. So these are all very mandatory for the manual process. And how does AI does? Because AI means artificial intelligence. It's not of natural process. Artificial intelligence. So it has to take into consideration the phrases that has already been pre-fed, that is prior fed to the entity, the robot or the model, not only robot, the entity or the model. We need to prior feed it. Then only we can understand. That is, there are two types of AI. The weaker AI will understand as it is, and the stronger AI, without feeding also, it can manipulate, exaggerate, and it can process information. So that's very, very important. So it all depends on, and it also depends upon the emotions, emotional part, the human emotions. It can't play with it. The best part in the direct interview, human to human, in-person live interview, the emotional empathy part you would have seen in many films also, especially in the Three Idiot film, which has got very famous, Amir Khan's. where one hero would never know the answer, but based on his empathy, because he couldn't attend the interview because he failed because of some reasons, health reasons. So the interviewer could understand it, but whether it would understand the empathy skills. If I tell to my teacher, no, sorry, I didn't write my exams very well because I had pain, or my I had lost my so and so. So it's very difficult for to understand as it is. Though scientists are still doing the research part in understanding the human emotions, and based on the facial expressions, the contour lines, no, facial contour lines, based on whether we are sad or happy, the scientists are still doing the research, but it is highly difficult for the AI to understand it. That's the reason we say it has become like a business model. There's nothing wrong, but provided it has to be used for the pros and for the opportunities, and not for the distraction purpose. Hope I cleared my explanation. So that I can move to the next slide. The father of AI was Alan Turing. So this is like subject oriented. He started in the mid 20th century by the British logician and computer pioneers. So they all together started, and also started by the philosophers. They all started, and they were all thinking about how to process the particular information, and it all originated like that, the evolution process, and it has led to the exploration. One information I would like to confirm, and I would like to tell here in this platform is, hope everyone would have thought in one way or the other, but it is of sure, without the basics, AI will not get advanced. And how come for this generation, 21st century AI to be developed further, how the basic was evolved? NL, starting from machine language, programming language like C, C++, Java, and before that COBOL, Python, and Microsoft, NLP, now into AI. So the fundamental has been evolved from the past, and it has taken the fundamental and it has developed it. So it is of sure that the kids of the next century will be born with an advanced AI mindset and will be even more quicker in operating. They will not have time. They will be even more work mindset. They will not have empathetical. Even if personality development trainer trains, it could be up to certain limit only. It will be monotonous. Say hi means they would say hi. Say bye, they would say bye. It will be like a monotonous process, because the natural empathy skills, emotions will be drained off from their memory because of the workaholic. Nowadays, we know that all are of nuclear family. Most of the people are of nuclear family, and they also don't have time to share the chat. Even if that is so, it will be of an SMS language or WhatsApp language, a shortened form. What we think, what we hear, what we see, everything will be of shortened form. We won't be able, these are the challenges also, we won't be able to laugh from our inner heart wholeheartedly like how we were laughing together in the olden past days. We can't see the multimedia picture in front of our screen and we can't share it. We never knew whether the next person who is sitting nearby will be of a man or a woman. How does he react? How will we react? How does he?
As it's an introductory webinar, I would like all the participants to participate. I request all the participants to participate. It's an
Okay, fine. And my second question is, which AI tools you already familiar with that? So which AI tools are you already familiar with? So if you don't want to participate in this slido.com, you can post in chat box also. Yeah, so Python, ChatGPT and Gemini, yes, very good. Yeah, machine learning and libraries, yes, very good. Yes. Okay. Thank you. And here I come to my presentation. And so Dr. Ms. Sangeeta Vasudevan was clearly explained about what is artificial intelligence, what are the different aspects, what are the merits, what are the demerits, and what are the branches, how it is useful for the human being, how it become function in the future, everything. So, and do you know who is he? So he is the first news reader of artificial intelligence news reader in China. His name is Hugh Ho, and you know who is he? She is the first AI news reader in India. Her name is Lisa. The Odisha government has introduced the artificial intelligence as a news reader. Warm greetings to everyone. Namaste. This is her news presentation. As you all know, OTV is the first private satellite channel of Odisha which came into existence nearly 2.5 decades ago. In these 25 years of its broadcasting journey, OTV has reached many milestones, earning the reputation of being Odia people's go-to news channel. Now, giving birth to me and my stating me into the TV and digital world. OTV has marked the beginning of a historic moment not only in Odisha, but for all the regional television broadcast mediums across the country. Please tune in for our upcoming segments where I will be hosting latest news updates coming in from Odisha, India and around the world. I hope you will accept me with the same love and enthusiasm. Namaste. Thank you. Yeah, this is artificial intelligence news reader from Odisha, and this is Soundarya, first artificial intelligence news reader in Karnataka, and this is Maya, first AI news reader in Telugu, and this is first news reader in Tamil. And as before, Sankita Vasudevan said clearly explain about what is artificial intelligence, and so actually the artificial intelligence refers to the capability of machine and computer program, and it is imitate the intelligence of human behavior. So things who cannot able to the human who cannot able to do the things, but in the case of artificial intelligence and the machine learning, that is capable to do everything. So because it's replacing the human mind and human behavior, and the AI system is are designed for the performance of tasks typically require the human intelligence, such as problem solving and reasoning and perception and understanding the natural language processing and decision making process.
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस एआई कंप्यूटर सिस्टम या मशीनों को संदर्भित करता है जो मानव बुद्धि की नकल करने और ऐसे कार्य करने के लिए प्रोग्राम किए जाते हैं जिनके लिए सामान्य रूप से मानव संज्ञान की आवश्यकता होती है। एआई का उपयोग पहले से ही वर्चुअल असिस्टेंट, अनुशंसा प्रणाली और सेल्फ ड्राइविंग कारों में किया जा रहा है, लेकिन मानव बुद्धि की तुलना में इसमें अभी भी सीमाएं हैं।
Yeah. So actually, the artificial intelligence in education that has all the way different in aspects, and especially for personalized learning and personalized learning and adaptive learning and intelligence tutoring systems and assessment and grading and chatbots and virtual assessment, language learning and content creations and accessibility and virtual reality and augmented reality. So these are the salient features that AI which helps to learn and do things in a many things in our everyday life. So these are the some meaning and definitions of machine learning. So it's a branch of artificial intelligence which can teach the computers to learn from the data and make decisions and predictions without human interventions. Because based on the prompting and the keyword, that is enough for doing a lot of work in a future, and especially with the help of computer and internet. And this is the natural language processing, because it is also a branch of artificial intelligence and interactions between the computer and human language. Yes, especially it is the interactions between the computers and the human language. So especially these techniques enable the computers to process and analyze a large amount of textual data and making it valuable in a various applications such as chatbots, search engines, and language and the translation services. So that everything that natural language process and especially this AI do perfectly. And this is deep learning. So deep learning is a method of artificial intelligence that teach the computer process of data in a way that inspired by the human brain. And the deep learning model can recognize the complex pattern in the pictures and sounds and other data and to produce accurate insights to the predictions. So for the things, these two key components, natural language process, ML, and the deep learning. So these are the major part of the artificial intelligence. So how it is used for the human? So the parts of AI can be differentiate into AI chatbot.
We never knew about it. So they all say that whenever we hear information, the first process the scientists have already found out and they are doing research. It does go to the empathetic part of the brain. There are so many compartments like that in the train. The train we have different compartments, C1, C2, C3, like that. We have so many channels, compartments to be in a more simpler way. And it would search for the empathetic part. After that, it goes to many parts, decision making, planning, even for working out simple algorithms, even for simple formulae, even for working out for simple information. If someone asks me pen, I would think, for example, if I think a lot of time whether I have to give this pen to my friend or to this person, whether he's worth giving. If you think about pen 1,000 times, multiple times, imagine if someone asks a very important, precious from me, how does I react? How will I react? How do I react? It is very tough for me. This is an example. So the empathetic part also will go down because of the workaholic mode. We never knew how does it process. So the messages conducted from the neurons in the form of impulses will also change. So everything will change. The molecules, the atoms inside us, because our body is made of molecules we already knew. Even a rock changes. The crystallization of the rock changes because of the molecular part in it. So it is not surprising that a human would change. So I'm not telling that after or once it gets advanced, it is going to be very thrilling or adventurous. It all depends upon how are we going to explore it. Explore it in a better way, we can utilize it in a better way. Explore it on the other side, the negative side of the emotions. For example, when we are frustrated, we are not able to work, we would say, oh, I'm frustrated, I'm not able to work for today, so I'm going to log out. So the thought also has got frequency. The thought could be measured also, positive and negative. So when I talk to the other person would find out, oh, this person is of bad mood, I should not talk to him. So when we the information or in the advanced form of AI, already the scientist is feeding the AI with the prior implementation of all our emotions, everything in the form of pulses and sensors. So when it finds out, oh, I'm in a very bad mood, then it might even a chance of rejecting in the interview. Nowadays, HR would tell, okay, you are selected provided you have to improve. At least there are chance of telling the HR in the company, we are having at least a probability of telling yes or no. Or sometimes if I selected, the HR would tell, okay, improve it the next time. You're promoted, provided you have to show your performance. But A is not like that. Because why am I telling is because seeing the improvement, the technology advancement, we never knew whether another 5 years will be fully ruled by AI. We become all slave to AI because we are rejected because we don't know how to tell it in a very expressive way according to its need, not according to our need. It is going to give job to us. It is not surprising that it is going to replace us. It is going to give job to us. Nowadays we are identifying a person. Where do you work? Which company? And we ask so many questions. And if he says we pro IBM, and what are you into? What's your profile? We ask like that. Future, we might even ask which AA platform are you working for? Which AA is controlling you? Which AA is giving you appointment? Because there's so many names for the AA. It might control based on its own need. And there are also research findings in it that one AI can in future or might in future, it is going to happen, can replace or repair itself. Like in the film, definitely like in the film. There are so many films showing now, the multimedia film and everywhere. It is going to replace itself because it is going to replace itself by its advanced version. So no need for human. Is that the question? For example, if 10 people are working, who can do 80% software and 20% manually, and if one person can control all the AI, I mean the weaker version of the AI, not the advanced version, nobody can control it. As of my knowledge, as per my knowledge and my opinion, advanced version is very difficult to control. The weaker version we can control. What is the weaker version? Say, for example, even nowadays, what they say, the advanced version of the driverless car becomes a weaker version in future. We never knew about it. The car might even trace or the car might even go in for competition. Many driverless car becomes a competition, and it would become even more advanced version. So we never knew about it. So we can only control the weaker version of AI to some extent. Examples of weaker version. Google Assistant, we have the Google, right? Google, the people always compare with Google and ChatGPT. If I tell, okay, who am I? Find out who is Akash, who is Ananya. The Google would tell, or Google would answer, okay, so and so, working as a software engineer, or as a homemaker, or as a doctor by profession. And sometimes it would tell, don't know, the answer couldn't be find out, or it couldn't be found out. But for the ChatGPT, as a weaker version of AI, it is still more little bit in a subtle way we can find out the difference. It would say, no, sorry, I'm not trained to tell this answer about the personal information about the person. So advanced version, it would even go and find out from the surveys. We never knew from the mind, from the thinking, because if the thinking is found out, it is highly dangerous for a man. The man would become very weak. Thinking nobody can find it, because we would always say, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. My thinking is not like that. But if the AI finds out the thinking of a person in a right way and tells, sorry, you're wrong, you're fake, you're dramatic, you're manipulative, you're artificially crying, or you're artificially sad, you're come to the wrong place. If it starts telling and interprets the human emotions, it becomes highly dangerous. There are so many informations when you Google about AI, you can find out so many informations. I am here to talk about the practicality. How it is going to dominate the world, the root the world, entire world. It's not a joke, or it's not an equivalence way or lighter side. It is going to dominate the world, that is for sure. But when, how? Nobody knows, because it is the technology. When I turn back, not like when I turn back, I can say back, there was no driverless car. Manual, then the voice, VoIP came, then everything starts. Then the screening, the roadmap starts from screening, like the image comes in front of, and slowly, driverless car has come now. We never knew what would happen, because we always worry about the negative side. As a human, we can worry about the negative side. Even as a parent, we can worry about the negative side, or even as a teacher, we would worry only about the negative side. Am I right? No. Though there are so many positive sides, we always think about negative side. What if I'm not there? What would my child do? What would my students would do if the teacher is not there? Another teacher would replace. But a word, at least empathy skills will come among the human. But for the AI world, if it is going to dominate, I'm not scared. It definitely there can't be any empathy skills. We can say no. It is of business oriented. Every profession has got business. Every profession has got business. Even starts from food. Even starts from health. Both business as well as there is nothing wrong. But when it starts drinking the emotions of the person, swiping out, draining out the emotions of the person, there comes a problem. There is nothing wrong in making money. There is nothing wrong in doing our profession for the business. There is nothing wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong. And when there is win-to-win approaches there. Win-to-win, you already would know. Win-to-win means at least 40% better than 60% better, or 50-50, or 30-70, like that. No harmless. But AI can't understand that, because it doesn't have our parental genes or the hereditary. So it can't understand everything. For that, even the neighbor desktop or the neighbor robot is a sibling to him. Even if you cry in front of AI, I'm a family man, or a person who can handle the problem very well. Please give me job, provide job. It can't understand. Even though the phrases are fed to the AI, emotions are fed, it can't be able to understand it, because it is trained in future like that, in that way. It is very difficult for AI to understand the human emotions as it is, because there is no biological science. Biological science, only the nature would have. For example, faculty members would know, everyone would know, tree. Right from the tree, for example, if I take an apple tree or a mango tree or banana, anything, any tree, we sow as a seed. Even though it is rotten, the seed will be useful, and it gives thousands of fruits, more than that. Keeps on giving branches, everything. At least it is useful. But for A, when it gets duplicated, it is very difficult. It can't identify its own like it can't identify its own root. Where does it come? Where did I originate? Where did I evolve from? It couldn't have any empathy skills. The tree provides shades to all, gives fruits, lots of
कुछ
useful
बच्चे ऐसे लग
medicinal
रहे हैं मुझे
value and everything.
जिन्होंने
But
पेमेंट किया नहीं है, बाद में लिंक
we
मिल गई।
already know that we will become highly workaholic.
46 लोग हैं जी।
Opportunities are there. I can accept. The person has to master it. It's highly difficult because the human lifespan is
46
less. You already know. I've already told also. The basic version has already been done. COBOL, Python. What happened? Parents side. Grandparents would have done Python, COBOL. Parents, Java, C, C++. Children, A world. They started with. And in future, we never knew about it because the human lifespan is like that. Before we get explored, that's the next generation. Then advanced generation would take our brain. What we have already implemented. Everything is AI, right? Even for every profession I told, right? It can't be without AI in future. Every profession has got good and bad in its own way. I can't say totally bad. If we totally come into workaholic mode and to only business, then it is highly difficult to pay attention to the emotional part. Even in some have adulteration and some will have a wrong type of ingredients. At least we have the founders of different organizations, different platforms. Then the C1 founder are there. But for AI, who is going to rule it? Who is going to be the founder for AI in future? I'm not talking now. I'm talking about the future, the more advanced brain that knows everything of the past, right from machine language, NLP, data science, computer science, multimedia. It's very difficult for one person to cover up all the knowledge because, again, I'm telling the human, because of the human lifespan. Even if cloning is done, the gene replica cannot be done. It has its own rule, the own world. Why am I implementing and stress? I stress only on the challenging part in a bit louder tone because we all know about the opportunities that is going to give us. Oh, driverless car, very nice. Even the Google voice assistants now, based on the input fed from our typing knowledge, it is speaking of its own, the robotic caller. Am I right? So it is going to replace each and every field. Thousands, lakhs of employees it is going to replace. So it has become a very tough part. So that is the reason I say use it in a proper way. Let's find out which part, where it is exactly needed. Even in traffic timer, it is going to be completely of AI oriented in future, totally. So there won't be any traffic police or any police wala standing in front of the signal. Just for one vehicle, we would be standing for the entire day. So it will be highly difficult for each and every people to recognize and to work in their passion because we never knew how AI would be in future. So I'm not telling it's very tough. So we just as a human, our duty is to find out whether we need AI in this, especially in this part, practical part in the classroom, in the education field, or we need a robotic teacher here, or we need AI entity in this field. Where do we need AI? Even in future, who knows? It is going to replace the homemakers also. Homemakers, I'm not talking only about the homemakers can be anyone, not only the partners, can be anyone who helps in making a beautiful home. So what is going to happen in future, how it is going to gallop, how it is going to take it, because we can't totally alter the it is already, we have already given lots of input, it is there in the hard disk. The CPU does all the machine language. Yes, the CPU does all the machine language programming in the form of binary units. It has been fed. And again, the C programming language, the data science, how the data can be manipulated instead of one person. Again and again, instead of feeding the data, the person becomes monotonous. The work of the person, employee, becomes very monotonous. So the AI would replace. It checks all the redundancy. It checks all the duplicates of data and it would replace it. The more advanced version will even find out, oh, you're not fit for this job. He is fit for the job. So it all depends upon right from now how are we going to implement it, how are we going to turn it to a beautiful future. Those days we can't expect. Well, we're there and started with bore, some now motor, and then advanced version will keep will keep on advancing. We never knew where does it go, it would end. And to continue this, when we are highly frustrated and we do a certain job in terms of any profession, it is going to find out whether we are really doing with passion or not, because of the input. To be in depth, I'm explaining, because of the input conducted by the messages from the neurons, the impulse get transformed to the advanced AI machine and it would find out. So every profession there is a problem. So for that, I'm not telling we have to do it with all smiley face, because we have our own what to say, there is nothing wrong. We have our own pressure, stress, we have tensions at home because we have to take care of the family and we have to have a work life balance. We can't predict the mood of AI because it is not original. The name itself says it is artificial intelligence. Like we have the hybrid varieties of the fruits. Correct? How do you make carrots, hybrid variety, or mango, Alfonso mango, different mangoes are there? How do you, badami and so many mangoes are there? How do you make the hybrid varieties? You stem it, no? Tie it and stem it. The science teacher would know very well about it. Like that, you are going to have a hybrid variety of its own. It is going to, because all the inputs are there in the hard disk. Where is it? Now we are having it in the form of a chip and we throw it. We tell it is hanged and it is crashed, the system is done, that's it. We never knew what would happen. Like the reptile, it is like a reptile. Reptile, you know, if the tail of the lizard is cut, again it will develop and grow. Like that, it is a reptile. We can't think that, oh, it is like a dumb machine, it can't talk back. Earlier we used to think, right, oh, it is very slow. What happens? Oh, let me check whether the input processor is slow or not. No, nothing like that. It was doing its duty right from the fundamental. It is too late. We can't change the fundamental. It would start developing its own like a reptile tail. So the opportunities are, we need to utilize it in a best possible way. For example, instead of doing the same work again, the AI would do. Like that, we can be balanced between AI and human. But we can even when we are now telling the human is highly when compared to animals, some would say, or most of the people we know, a human is little bit dangerous because of his emotional mood. Now we can say totally the AI world, the entity is going to be ruling, because it has not got its own mood, evolution, and thinking process. It does rational thinking, data manipulation, that is different, all subject oriented, but it can't totally understand the human, what to say, the struggles and everything. That's what I'm going to, what to say about everything about the AI. And the last couple of minutes, and so we need to focus on empathy skills of a human. So we need to understand like how to utilize them, where to place the AI, where to, as long as to our maximum potential, we can see to the empathy part. What are the inputs that can be fed to the AI? Because the stronger AI in future will have a vocabulary thinking also. Even though the information is not fed to it, it would find out. These are all the points that he has told. So it can, even there is a chance of risky and there is a chance of even opportunity. But advanced AI, nobody can predict what will happen. When will it become advanced? So that is very tough because of the technology process. I think so. I can complete with this session if time permits. I would say one word. Yeah. Examples of AIs. Earlier we used to introduce, he's in my team. He's in my team. She's in my team. He's my boss. She's my boss. Now we have to introduce only our AI team, the driverless car, and the opponent, even the chess player. We already started with the AI. So with that, I completed. So anyone have understood and can ask me questions if needed or at the end of the session. Yeah,
Such
thank
a
you.
wonderful session,
Thank
a different perspective of AI, totally different perspective of AI you have given. You have thought about that, from the perspective of a human brain and human understanding, human intelligence. It's a very unique way of understanding AI, and I would like to thank you on behalf of our organization. It's totally a different kind of a perspective you have thought of about AI. So I would like to ask all the participants if you have any query, any question, we would wait till the end of the session. There will be a question answer round. You can ask all our speakers and dignitaries whatever you want to ask, all the queries you have. And Sangeeta ma'am, thank you so much. It was a very like mind blasting session, kind of a session from your side. And we'll come back to you for the question answer round. And participants, please hold yourself. I would like to welcome our another speaker, Dr. S. Rajakumar. He is an assistant professor of education in Tyagaraja College of Perceptor, Madurai, Tamil Nadu. He has a vast educational background like MSc Botany, MSc Psychology, MA, MPhil, postgraduate diploma in guidance and counseling, SET, TNET, TSLET, and PhD in education. He has 10 plus years of experience in field of teaching, presently working as assistant professor in Tyagaraja College of Madurai. He has conducted many seminars, like 30 seminars and conference as a publication, 26 journals, 4 books, 4 research tool, and edited 5 books for chapters, 6 chapters edited. He has attended as a trainer as a resource person in 41 programs, 56 online programs, workshops, FDP 13, and 36 seminar, conference, and participations. He has many membership like Indian Academician and Research Association, Guwahati, Assam, Indian Association for Teaching Education, IAT Delhi, Association of Education Research, IIER, Bhubaneswar, Odisha, India, and Indian Society for Education and Allied Science, Mother Teresa University, Koindupani, Tamil Nadu, India. He has Best Institution Builder Award from TNTU, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Best Teacher Award from Red Cross Society, Best Social Worker Award from Madura College, and he has himself organized programs like conferences and seminars, 5 international conferences and seminar, and 15 workshop and national level quiz. Sir, are you present here? Dr. S. Rajakumar.
Yeah, I'm audible, ma'am. I'm audible.
You are audible now, sir. We are obliged to have you today and listen to you over the topic. We are here all together on artificial intelligence. Over to you, sir, without taking much time of yours. I know time is very precious. So we'd like to basically listen to you and understand whatever you are about to convey. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Madam, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's my immense pleasure to be a part of this national workshop on challenges and opportunities of artificial intelligence in CS and multimedia data science in 21st century. And first of all, I would like to thank to the founders and president of Uthan Foundation, Mr. Utkas Kumar Singh, and the director of Hindu College, Andhra Pradesh, Guntur, and Mrs. Nahalakshmi, head of the department Home Science of Hindu College, and Mrs. Srinisha Shetty, head of the department Computer Science, and the program host, Ms. Nageshwari Singh. So it's my immense pleasure, and for this opportunity, and I would like to thank for the entire authority of this program. And for this session, I would like to cover some artificial intelligence tool. And before that, I would like to check your knowledge, and we want to know about something. You are from which department and like that. And if you have a mobile, you can join with the join. You can use this website link, and you can answer my question. can go with slido.com and type this password. You can go to the slido.com and type this password, and you can answer my question. So may I know your department or discipline? You can go with slido.com and use this password and respond to this question. What is your discipline or department?